everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Rena with Elemental Wings Readings. I am going to be doing your Cancer general reading for June 2019. If you like what you see in here, feel free to like, share, subscribe. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, the information is going to be down below in the description. And with that, Cancer, we're going to get started. Calling in the guides and ascended masters of Cancer, Cancer sun sign, moon sign, or Cancer rising for messages of the month of June 2019. Cancer is one of my absolute favorite signs. But I'm not biased, I swear. All right, crabs, what do we got? I'm gonna have these so that they're facing you. Let's see what we've got going on here. All right, I usually go this way, so we're gonna start over here first. Cancer, we have acorns, invitation, touch, exchange, connection. Ooh, Spirit said that these two go together, so we'll talk about them both at the same time. They're combined. Time out, awareness, contemplation, solitude, time alone. So, you Cancerians are typically known for being very comfortable in your solitude. You like the comfort space of your home. You're okay with being alone or just being with family. Definitely not one for crowds or big events, but Cancer really likes their space at home and their sacred spaces where they feel comfortable. You guys have been spending a lot of time alone lately, but this is really interesting because Spirit said these cards are bridged together, and this is touch, exchange, and connection. It's the exchange of physical touch, feeling love, feeling comfort within the heart. Yet, it seems like that's on a timeout for you guys. Why is that, Cancer? Awareness, contemplation. You guys are doing a lot of thinking. A lot of thinking. The mind is really busy, but it's like you're isolated, okay? So I'm sort of getting like the sense of feeling that there's like a longing here that you don't have in your life and in your space right now, but you don't really know how to attain it. But you guys definitely have needs. I think you know what those needs are. Are you communicating them? No, I don't think so really, because it seems like you guys are doing a lot more contemplation in your mind rather than actually communicating those needs. Why? Why is that? Light into the darkness, ancestors, ancestral line, generational shift. You guys are thinking a lot about family values, the family that you grew up with and what values you had as a family growing up, comparing them to your values that you have now. What does your family structure look like, Cancer? Perhaps is there, some sort of structure that you want to fix or you want to rearrange? There's definitely something missing here because, again, you guys are really like, you're really in your shell. It's like you've just sucked yourself right up into your shell. You're comfortable there. You don't want to come out. You don't want to talk about it, but you just want to think on it and you want to contemplate it. Spirit showing me your mind is very, very busy, okay? And it's all involving the family situation. So what is that about? We have sisterhood, friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. Okay, all right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So, you know, you guys are, whether you're male or female, Cancer is ruled by the moon. That's a feminine sign, okay? That's a very maternal sign. You guys are like the mother of the zodiac, right? Because you're ruled by the moon, Luna, that is mother. So, you know, you're all in your emotions usually. And if, you know, if I say Cancer's in their head, they're thinking a lot, it's not so much like technical thinking, but it's really processing the emotions, all right? So you guys are definitely, there's a theme here, and this card especially, so we're going to come to it, but there's definitely a longing for something, all right? There's a void here because you guys are preferring to just stay by yourselves in your shell right now rather than connect with others, but yet you're longing for that. So what needs to be rearranged in your environment, Cancer? All right, what's going on with the family situation? These cards connect really well. Wow. Okay, Cancer. Whew. You guys got a lot going on here. This is deep. This is deep. I'm not surprised. You guys are very deep. You always have been. You guys really open up your hearts. You don't always know how to express your emotions, and sometimes you feel like you would be safer in your shell than rather express those emotions. And I'm feeling like there's something like that going on now. So why do you feel like it's best for you to just stay in your shell rather than communicate this? Okay, so let's go back to this, because these two, it's just so funny how everything, it's like, goes with another card. The ancestry stuff, the family values, the family structure, I just want to talk about like what's going on in the picture here with this card. It's super significant, okay? I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, there. That's a nice view of that card. Okay, so you can see the beautiful fairy. She's sitting on top of his head, like sitting right here on his third eye, okay? And she's able to, she's a part of his ancestry, okay? She's in spirit. He's still on the side of living, yet they are connected, and she sits on his third eye, transmitting information to him, okay, intuitively, so that he has this information and he's able to download it before he transitions into spirit. So it typically is a card about transitions, not necessarily in the spirit, okay? I'm not talking about like physical death here, but I'm talking about gaining intuitive insight like you never have before. That is getting you ready for a transition, okay? They share a very significant symbiotic relationship in this picture. It's quite beautiful, actually. So she has so much to share with him, so much knowledge, so much wisdom, and because they are connected by the soul, it does not matter whether they're separated by the physical world or not, okay? That barrier, there is none between this relationship. She can transmit the feelings, the wisdom, the knowledge to him with ease, and he can do the same with her, so they can share information, okay? And it's all done through the third eye. It's all done intuitively. And so with her wisdom, with her teachings, he has the strength to make his transition, all right? But the connection that they share is definitely soul-based. So they have spent many lives together. Some of those lives they've spent in the same bloodline, you know, the same ancestry. That's what's going on here. She's like considered a distant ancestor in spirit. But they've shared many roles in their lives together. So this is definitely connecting with somebody that's connected to your heritage. all right? You might not necessarily be blood related, but there is a connection there. And Spirit says, Cancer, that there's something with your ancestry that's a significant symbol to this connection. So I really think that you guys, it seems like you guys are you're communicating, but it's not verbal. So who and or what are you communicating with? Because there's a lot of intuitive information flowing and flying, but I feel like the people who are around you, it's not being passed along with them. It's like outside forces. You're speaking to Spirit, okay? Maybe that's why you're in this timeout. Maybe that's why you've closed yourself up in your shell, Cancers, because you're trying to get closer to Spirit. You're asking for answers. You feel most comfortable speaking to Spirit about what's in your heart and on your mind right now. That's where you feel like your closest allies are. This makes sense. Compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight, allies, okay? Cancer, why do you feel this way? And I'm not saying that's negative, because it's a beautiful thing to feel like your best allies are in Spirit, but I'm really feeling like you almost feel like this is your only ally right now. So what's going on? I'm just gonna, let's ask for some clarification cards. Spirit, why does Cancer feel like their guides, the universe, Spirit is their only ally? Again, I'm asking Spirit right now for these answers. Why Cancer feels this way? What's happened? I'm so sorry, Cancers. I'm so sorry. Okay. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay, so there's something that you have to shed. You're processing. It's not giving me exactly insight to what happened, but whatever it is that took place, Cancer, is definitely a part of your learning experience. So it has to deal directly with your lessons. You're presented with a situation where you definitely need to learn forgiveness. You need to learn forgiveness with someone. Who is it that you have to forgive, Cancer? As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Something has come full circle. It's trying to come full circle anyway. The circle's not completed yet, but whatever it is, you're going to need to forgive somebody before you can fully shed this, okay? Before you can move out of this phase. There is a new phase coming. There is, but you need to fully process this and understand what's being presented in front of you. That's what Spirit says. Spirit says you're presented with a lot of information right in front of you that I think that you're refusing to see and understand. So what is obvious to you that you might just be refusing to fully understand? And who is it that you need to forgive in this understanding before you can move forward to this new phase? We have fertility, potential, powerful, creative energy, initiation energy. It is a beautiful card. It doesn't always, so it doesn't necessarily mean fertility of like a baby, of a child, or, you know, pregnancy. It doesn't have to be that. A lot of this is new beginnings, okay? A new phase. But you need to fully process what you've been through before you can move to that next phase. You have to deal with it head on, Cancer. There's just no other way. And I think that Spirit is going to tell you as well, because you're only wanting to communicate with Spirit, it seems like right now. You're asking for answers. I want answers. You know, you feel like you're open to it. You feel like you're open to see that new door, see where the light's taking you, and you're wondering why it's not coming yet. Spirit says you need to deal with this head on. So you need to come out of your shell and you need to talk about it. There needs to be a full understanding before you can move to this next phase. Some of you have a child coming. So this is one of those where it's two sides to the coin. You know, like I said, this is not always about actual fertility, but for some of you it is. I feel like there's a child on the way, so somebody might be pregnant. Thank you. All right, when he said pull up the clarification card on that. For clarification on the fertility card. Cancers that are about to head into very new beginnings. What's the biggest theme in fertility? Codependency. Okay, guys. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, so this is about your romantic life. It's not, you know, now I can understand it's not about like your family that you were raised in totally, even though that a lot of that is on your mind. Those values are on your mind because you're thinking about the family that you want to have now. You know, you're thinking about what kind of partner you want to have, or the partner that you're with now, and thinking about how you guys are together. So if somebody has an addiction, okay, this is what the codependency card is. There's, you know, it's an addiction either with somebody that's leaning a little bit too much on the other person. The other person feels like they don't have any space, that other person cannot stand alone without them, which is definitely a heavy burden on some of you. That's a heavy burden on anybody, okay? When somebody depends solely on you to feel loved and to feel self-esteem. But for a lot of you, this is going to be about an actual addiction, so to like a substance. So what is going on, Cancer, in the relationship? Is it you? Do you have an addiction that you're facing head on, and you know you're needing to fully understand and forgive yourself for, forgive other people for what they did to you? Because forgiveness is a part of it. So is it you or is it your partner? And if it's your partner, that again is something that you need to think about how you're going to deal with head on. You cannot ignore it anymore, Cancer. Again, you guys are staying in your shell, just talking to spirit. You can't ignore these things. They're not just going to change, and it's not like they're just not going to keep happening if you just cover your face and close your eyes and stay in your shell. This is real. It needs to be dealt with. What do you want to do? How do you see your life? How do you see your family? Because this is an opportunity, okay? New beginning, fertility, the birth of new life. And for some of you that have a child on the way, this is a real problem. It's going to be a real problem. If it's you who has the addiction, you're pregnant, you have an addiction, you need to come out of your shell and talk about it, okay? Spirit is urging you to. I understand that you can be embarrassed, you can feel ashamed, but your pride is not what's on the line here, Cancer. It's going to be this life, okay? This new life and your life, essentially. So it's okay to open up, talk about it, because somebody will help you, okay? Somebody that you love and trust is not going to judge you. They're going to appreciate that you came out in an open and honest way to talk about it and help you get the help that you need. And if this is the partner and you guys have a child on the way and somebody has an addiction, you need to think about what it is that you can do now to change the situation so that's different in the future when that baby comes. Maybe you guys aren't good together. You know, maybe you gotta just think more about, you really need to think more about the kids than you do yourselves in your relationship if it doesn't seem like it's gonna be a positive thing. There's no sense in making this work and forcing it if it's not going to, okay? Somebody needs to get help. That is what I know. And the situation is not going to change, Cancer, by you not talking about it. Talking about your needs, talking about the things that you want. It has to happen. There's a serious yearning here, okay? Here's the yearning card. So we have longing for someone, undesired separation, and pining. Oh boy. Are you guys separated from somebody? Is there somebody else in the picture here? What's going on? Yeah, let's pull a clarification. You guys are just not happy where you are, Cancer. This last card is telling me that it, you know, it might not be you with the addiction issue. It could be the partner. But your issue is that you are not communicating. Like clarification on the yearning, undesired separation, wanting for someone. Spirit, if you could give me clarification on that for Cancer. Cancer, clear yourself. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. All right. This is it. Now it's clear. Wherever you guys are, Cancer, is not good for you. This is a toxic situation. Ignoring it is not going to change it. It's not going to help you get to where you want to be. Clearly, there's another place that you want to be. Your mind and your heart are very busy. You're longing. All right? Look, here we go. First and last card. We have yearning, longing for someone, undesired separation, pining. And you got touch, exchange, connection. My heart breaks for you, Cancer. You've got to do the work. Spirit wants you to deal with this head on, and you need to clear yourself, okay? You're absorbing toxic energy. You're not happy. And it's not like you don't deserve happiness, because I feel like you do. You know, you guys are almost hiding in your shell like a shield. You know, this has gotten way too out of control. You do need to forgive. You're learning. You need to learn to forgive this other person. Whatever your partner's going through, you know, I don't think that it's intentional, okay? They're clearly dealing with some struggles here right now that they don't know how to conquer. They feel like they're losing a battle too. You know, nobody's winning here. You both need to forgive each other, I think. You need to talk about it so you guys can heal the past, forgive. And then, like it says, so you can experience more love in your present moments. I hate to say it, but it might not be with them. There's a new future here on the line. The birth of a new life, okay? That's a new future. And you're clearly not happy where you want to be. I'm sorry, you're clearly not happy where you are now because you're not where you want to be. I'm going to move these out of the way. This is interesting. Cancer. Is there an ex that you guys are stuck on, you know? It's that undesired separation. You know, maybe you guys had separated from a partner and you're trying to make it work with the person that you're with now because you feel like there's too much at stake. But nobody's winning here, and Spirit says that that's not the way it needs to be either. That this is just not where they intend to lead you. I'd like to get some 3 final clarification points on the month of June for Cancer. So the last 3 pieces of advice to give for Cancer for the month of June. Okay. Archangel Michael. You're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. All right? So you don't need to rely on that Cancerian shell so much. Come out of your shell. Call on Archangel Michael. He's already there, waiting in the stands to help you. You just need to call on him. He will help protect you from the toxic energies as well, so that you can feel like you're better in control of the situation, okay? And by control of the situation, I mean with yourself. All right, we know that we can't control others. You know, I almost feel like there's a need and a want here to make the other person see things the way you see it. We don't have control over that, okay? We can only control ourselves. So we can't make other people see things the way we see them, unfortunately. But if the disagreements are becoming too hostile and I feel like things are getting really heated up, this is why you're absorbing so much toxic energy, and you need to call on Archangel Michael to protect you. The heart chakra. Yeah, we know that's busy for you, Cancer. Very busy. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. Okay, guys? This is not a matter of logic, Cancer. It's not a matter of strategy. I mean, it is. It is a little bit. I take that back because there is some strategizing to do with how to handle things properly and how to be upfront in your most gracious, honest communication. But you need to follow your heart, okay? Not your head, not what you're being told to do. You need to go deep within inside yourself. What do you feel in your heart? Be open to giving and receiving love. You guys are yearning for it. That came up. You're yearning for touch, exchange, connection, and you guys are separated from some energy that you can't stand to be separated from. If that energy is love, find it in your heart. Where does it tell you to go? And be open to it because it's definitely there, okay? It's not in your imagination. What you feel in your heart is the answer. Mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. You guys are very intuitive. We know that. You're Cancer. You're the crab. You're a water sign. You're always in your emotions and you're very good at being touchy and feely. So you're very empathetic. You have this ability. I feel like you learning how to follow your heart, go deeper within your heart through this process, you're going to discover just how intuitive you are. Some of the things that you're going to be doing, Cancer, in the month of June, some of the information that you're receiving, you might think that you're crazy for seeing it, for feeling it, but you're not. You are actually receiving intuitive information Your psychic skills are on point in June, Cancer. And it's all about your feelings, okay? That is what a lot of us psychics do. We are so in tune with our heart chakra and our feelings. That boosts our intuition. It keeps it open, okay? So again, the key is your heart. Cancer, I love you guys so, so much. I had to find my remote. Hang in there. Look within your heart. Listen to it. You can communicate what you want. Deal with the situation head on. And I promise you'll be okay. I am sending you so much love, light, and healing. Bless you, Cancers. Thank you.